Okay, so I just wanted to make a quick blood farming guide or bloodvine farming guide for Hunter, showing all the nodes and the route I take. I haven't really seen any good guides out there, so I thought I'd make one. Fuck it. I'm just gonna be showing my route throughout the dungeon. I don't grab all the herbs, but I grab at least 20 to 25 of them, and it takes me anywhere from 10 to 15 minutes to check all the spawns. And I usually get anywhere from 1 to 4 blood vines a run, so uh, it's pretty good gold. Usually make about 150 to 300 gold an hour. It'll depend on your server's prices, obviously, and how lucky you get. So let's do it. This is a very dynamic farm, meaning you can kind of do it a lot of different ways, but and there's definitely room for improvement in this, but this is the best way I've found so far. So first I'll go over the things that I would suggest you do. Let's go over my spec. Bestial Swiftness is huge, Pathfinding is huge, and of course all the pet talents that make your pet tankier. Your pet lives longer, it'll be easy for you. Improve Revive Pet, obviously, very, very good. Your pet is going to be dying quite a few times during this farm. He's going to fucking take a beating, so suggest all these talents. And then I spec into Marksman just for Scatter Shot. Scatter Shot's pretty useful. Can save your life if shit goes haywire. And also improved Feign Death, Turrets. Parry is actually very good for this. So get 5 into parry and survivalist. All this shit is very good. Now let's go over the consumes you want to bring. You need a lot of meat. So for like a 3-hour farming session, I'll bring like 200 meat and like 150 water, approximately. And I'll usually bring like 80 bandages, 50 to 80 bandages. That just makes you go quicker because you can just heal up instead of having to eat the full. And lips. Especially if you are just learning this, I would suggest bring lips. They will fucking save your life. They will save your goddamn life. So bring those. And I know this farm very well, and they still save my life. So bring lips. Um, Next, let's go macros. You don't really need any macros for this. I use this kind of macro just so I can instantly monkey whenever I mount, because you're gonna be like moving around on your mount a lot and you want to monkey up just so you take as little damage as possible. And this is actually kind of important macro. Just macro your dismount to your feign death. That way you don't have to click both. And that's it for macros. For gear, you kind of just want to wear as much stamina gear as possible to be able to live, but there's a few things that I would suggest. First of all, wear some spell hit. If you don't know this, spell hit actually will reduce the mob's chance to resist your feign death. So I have the talent, and I also wear Banthok Sash, and I'm probably gonna craft the Bloodvine goggles for myself just for this, and for tribute runs. It's very good for both. I wear my carrot because fuck it, why not? Get that extra mount speed. And herbalist gloves. Wear these because you don't want to fail a mountain silver sage pick because then you'll have to redo the whole thing. So just wear these. And that's pretty much it except for the pet. So your pet, I don't care what anyone else says, you want to bring a wolf. And the reason for that is because of Furious Howl. Furious Howl is my favorite pet ability. It causes aggro and it has unlimited range. So you'll see sometimes doing this farm, the mobs, when you're pet pulling them, will just run at you instead of your pet. So you just use Furious Howl, 10-second cooldown, and it'll rip aggro off of you onto your pet. Which is extremely useful. It'll save your life. It'll save you time. If you want to do this farm efficiently and make a lot of gold, bring a wolf or whatever pets can use Furious Howl. So I think that's it. Let's get started. So the first thing I'll do actually is eagle eye this location, see if there's an herb there. And there is. Cool. But first I'll show the first 2 herb spots, which most people probably know. They're pretty easy to get to. So there's a Sansom right here. Pick, pick, pick. And I see there's a purple lotus here, so gotta watch this guy. You kind of just wait till he turns around, or you can just go and feign death. But yeah, just wait. Okay, I got him anyway. That's fine. Just feign death here, and pick the flower. You're good to go. Alright, so we got a Bloodvine first pick. So now you want to mount up. Our goal is going to be to get over here because we saw there's a golden Sansom here. This will be the next spot. But if there isn't a golden Sansom here, you usually just walk in the water, jump in the water, and run up there. So, but I'm going to be trying to show all the spawns that I get in this run. So I'll show this one. Find up here, and usually here I just do a regular pet pull. So I'll leave my pet on stay right there. Beautiful. And it's important when you're passing these packs with the adders that you do not have cheetah on, because they do that frontal poison bolt. So if you get hit by that with a cheetah, you will get dazed. So just run monkey until you pass them, and then you can switch to cheetah. So Furious Howl. And it should be noted that aspecting causes aggro, but Furious Howl actually causes more aggro than aspecting. So if you Furious Howl, you are free to switch between aspects as much as you want.
I can't cast that yet.
Cool, so my pet dies, no big deal. The next spawn is right here. Oh, and it's up, cool. So a lot of these packs will be guarded by Bloodseeker bats. Bloodseeker bats are very fast. So you will want to use Eyes of the Beast and drag the mobs very far away so you have time to herb. And let's do it. Also see that Berserker's coming. I hope I'm in a safe spot, but I may have to cancel this. So you see how fast these bats are?
I can't do that yet.
So you want to drag them like a good amount away. That way you have time to herb. Alright, good. And the next area I go to is Jindo's room. Jindo's room usually has at least one node there, and they're all able to be picked. Some are easier than others, but I'll try to show how to pick all of them. Just waiting for my Feign Death cooldown, and then I'm just gonna run over to Jindo's room. So the herb spawns here, there's one here. So if that herb's there, I will stop here. There's patrols, so you gotta watch the patrols. I usually mark the patrols. Is that the patrol too? I think those are the 2 patrols. No, this is the patrol. So that patrol's here, so that's fine. But basically I would wait over there to the patrol, pet pull these, pull them all the way back there, pick the herb. Boom. There's also an herb here. That's probably the hardest one to get, but I will go in this safe spot back here, watch the patrols obviously, pet pull here, pull them this way, or go back to the safe spot, good to go. Boom. There's also another herb here. This is the easiest to get in this room, and you will use this safe spot that I'm going to go to right now. Okay, so I got dazed. This is why you carry lips. Pop a lip, run to the safe spot. So yeah, the herb will be right here. Do the same thing that I did on the last one. Pet pull, run that way, grab the herb. So this is actually the second hardest I think in the room, the one that did spawn. that's because your pet has a very high chance of dying. So usually what I'll do on this is I'll use growl, have your growl bound. That way you can instantly use it. Like so, you see that little animation. Run away, Furious Howl. And now as soon as you use your first Furious Howl, just keep spamming it. Literally just spam it. Because if you aggro another pack, sometimes the mobs will run right onto you. You got a Furious Howl to get them off of you.
Not ready yet.
You drag them back to about here.
Ready yet.
You usually want to keep your pet alive, because why not? Save time. Herb. Good. So.
That's
everything up. And now the next spot that we're gonna go to is the bridge. The bridge going to Gar, because I did see an herb over there, so we're gonna grab that. I'm just waiting on my Fade Death cooldown in case I get dismounted or some shit goes down. I usually say you can start running at about 10 seconds on Fade Death. You have the turns, you have lips, you have backup options. So this Berserker is here in my way, that's not good. Also I got dismounted, so that's not good either. So I'm just gonna have to wait for these guys. It's no problem. It'll just waste me a minute or two. So I want to talk about these guys now. Anytime you see a Berserker, mark it and avoid it at all costs. Whether you're with your pet or with you, don't aggro the Berserkers. And it's important to note that they do actually chain aggro off of pretty much everything in the instance. So once you use Eyes of the Beast and start running with your pet, it's kind of like a little mini game of avoid the Berserkers, because these guys literally will run faster than you on your epic mount. So it makes it really hard to pick the herbs.
Charging.
Okay, I'll show you the next spot that I go to. It's right on this bridge.
Past that yet.
There is another way to herb this node. You can there's a safe spot back here, but I kind of prefer this way, honestly. I don't know why, but I've seen people use this safe spot back here. And there is Bloodseeker bats in this pack, so again, I'm gonna have to drag my pet really far away. Also, this patrol that I'm marking actually does run right here, so you kind of have to either go for it right when they're leaving or right when they're getting there.
That's recharging.
My pet got dazed. It sucks. Yeah, it's okay.
That's recharging.
So your pet's gonna die. This pet's gonna get dazed. It's fine. That's why you bring revive pet. Fast revive pet. Just do it again. You know, why not? Again, this is Berserker. I'm gonna mark them. Always mark the Berserkers. Always. It's very useful because some of the pet pools you're gonna be doing, you're gonna need to see those through the wall. So these guys are coming back. So I'm actually gonna wait for them.
Yet.
And I'm gonna aggro them with the pole. And my pet got poisoned. That happens as well. And he got frog. That guy. You know what? Actually, I'm just gonna skip this pack. I got unlucky with this that it has spiders and bats. So spiders are bad because they can put that 2-minute drunk effect on your pet, which causes them to get knocked down over and over. So if you ever get that on your pet, you kind of just have to suicide your pet to get the debuff off. Or, I mean, if you want to bring consumables or some shit that can do it, first aid or whatever, but I'll just move on. I'm going to skip that one for now. Spiders and bats is not a good combination. Now this is the next spot, so Usually or a lot of the time there's an herb here and there's an herb here. So they're not up right now, but I will show you how to get them. So mount up, jump up here. To make the jump from here to here, you have to be mounted also. And from here to here, you don't have to be mounted, but it makes it easier. So I just mount up. Stand here as a safe spot. And there's a lot of places in here where you can grab 2 herbs in one go. So there's a silver sage spawn here, and then there's a sungrass spawn down here, down the hill a little bit. So I'll try to show you how to get both in one spawn, or in one go. And that's even possible even if there's bloodseeker bats. You just have to drag them really far away. So let's go for it. So usually what I like to do is auto attack the first pack with my mob and then growl the second pack, because growl goes off a lot faster.
I can't do that yet.
And again, avoid the berserkers at all costs. See how I ran around that guy? You do not want to aggro those.
That
ever.
ability isn't ready yet. I can't do that yet.
So go as far as you can, because we're going to show how to assume we're going to play it like both of those nodes are up at once, which does happen a lot actually.
That ability isn't ready yet.
Spam Furious Howl. Make sure all the mobs are on you. Again, it's unlimited range. Just cancel it. Oh, okay, so that berserker is literally here. Pop the turrets.
That spell isn't ready yet.
Yeah, so he must have aggroed after I cast Furious Howl. That's okay, just reset, go again. This is why you bring bandages, just speeds you up a lot. I didn't even have to lip there. But those berserkers can 2-shot you, so if you don't have the turrets up, lip immediately. So auto attack the first one, growl the second one, hopefully those guys should come too. Yep. Alright, we should be good to go here.
I can't do that yet.
Again, just spamming Furious Howl.
That ability isn't ready.
It should be noted that you don't want to get too far away. You don't want to get out of vision with your pet, because you can actually cause the mobs to reset if you get too far away.
That ability
So
isn't ready yet.
make sure you're not getting too far away.
I can't do that yet.
I'll get him to here. And again, there's a sungrass node here, so let's pretend it's up. Pick. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And then we would just run back here, get the Mountain Silver Shades. Pick. 1, 2, 3. And then we're good. See, we have plenty of time. And then you just run back here. You're good to go. So now the next 2 that I like to get in one go, there is a Dreamfoil here, I believe, and a Sansom here. So you can get this in one go as well. It should be noted that this ledge is not a reset spot, so don't aggro these, especially if your Feign Death is not up, because they can just run like right up here and come kill you. So I generally stand like right here. This is a spot where you won't be able to cause aggro on either of them. So what we're gonna do with our pet is we're gonna send our pet at this guy, and then we're gonna go here, and we're gonna pick this Sansom first, and then go to the Dreamfoil, and then go over here to a safe spot. Again, auto attack the first one, growl the second one. Oh, there's a berserker there, so we're gonna go this way. Again, after you start the Eyes of the Beast, it's kind of like a mini game. Avoid the berserkers at all costs. Just avoid them. Do not aggro them. They run fast as fucking hell.
Not ready yet. That ability isn't
See how slow
ready
all
yet.
these fucking panthers and tigers and shit run, and all these guys? Alright. so there's a Sandstorm spawn. Should be right about here, but it's not up right now. Pick. No problem. Okay. Then you run over and get this dream foil. Pick. Nice. Good. Plenty of time. Look, they're not even close. Usually mark this patrol, something. And come over here and pick up. So, this is another spot where you can get 2 herbs in one go if they're up. Right now only one of them's up. There's a Sandstorm, but there's also dream foil here, so you get plenty of time to herb both in one go.
I can't use that item yet.
Alright, so same shit, we're just gonna Eyes of the Beast. Should be actually noted that these packs are kind of weird in the fact that the Panthers and the humanoids act differently, as in they'll only chain aggro with each other. So say the humanoids are far in the back, or say the humanoid doesn't aggro and the panther does, the panthers will start running and the humanoids won't. So you gotta make sure that you kind of get in the middle of them. That way you get aggro on both parties. Like,
I can't do that.
Sounds
yet.
weird, but once you do it, you'll see what I mean. Cancel that. And the dream foil node is like right about here. Okay. Then usually I just, after I pick this, all those mobs are running around the temple this way. So this way is safe. I'm gonna run up here to the next safe spot. Oh, okay. I don't know how we got those, but whatever. It's no worries. Cool. Alright. So the next one that we're gonna get is this one, which is up. Great. You gotta watch out for these shadow hunters. They actually can wyvern sting you, so try to stay out of their LOS. Kind of like at the back here. So I'm gonna run in the middle with this guy, make sure all of them are aggroed. Here, so.
Do that yet.
And that berserker's all the way up there, I see. That's fine.
That ability isn't ready
And
yet.
again, I'm just spamming Furious
Not
Hell.
ready yet.
Spamming that shit. So actually my pet won't be deranged, so I
That
wanna
ability isn't ready yet.
a little farther to make sure my pet's far enough to get deranged. See me over there? I'm gonna run like over here. That should be far enough. Plenty. Grab this. Cool. Awesome. Cleaned up.
Spell isn't ready yet.
Oh god. That guy was running that way. Yeah, you gotta watch out for shit like that. Alright, so the next spawn is a golden sandstorm that's right here. So what I'll do for that is I will go to this location down here, Eyes of the Beast, aggro this pack, and then just kind of run this way. Or again, you know, run whichever way the berserkers aren't. But for now, I'll show you how to get this sungrass, and I'll show you the next location that we're going to. So, Eyes of the Beast, again, this is a double Bloodseeker bat pack, so we're gonna have to run pretty far away to be able to herb this sungrass. Just look how motherfucking fast these guys are. I'm gonna mark these. Alright, that should be good. So the next safe spot we're gonna go to is up here, because there's a silver sage spawn there. Alright, we don't have time because the mobs are like on us already, so we're just gonna paint up. really hope I'm not close enough. I'll have to wait. I think I'm actually dead here. Oh, nice. Alright. That was really close. So yeah, the next herb that I will get is there is a silver sage spawn up here. So I'll show you the safe spot to use for this one. Even though it's not up right now, I'll just show you how to do it. And this run may seem kind of long, but I am showing you all the spots. Like when you do this yourself and get it down, you'll use Eagle Eye and you'll just see on your map which ones are up, which ones aren't, and you will kind of plan your route accordingly, and you will save a lot of time. So when I'm doing this by myself, oh, I'm gonna pop a lip here just to make sure I get the safe spot.
That's charge in.
Good. But yeah, when I do these myself, my runs are usually like 15 minutes ish, you know, anywhere from 12 to 15 ish minutes. You can go really quickly. Alright, so for this one, I don't even use Eyes of the Beast. I just kind of do this sort of thing. And this silver seed is right here. Pick, pick, pick.
I can't
Spam
do
Fury
that
Style.
yet.
Pick, pick. Alright, cool. And he's dead, but it's quite alright. Good. So, the next spawn is a sungrass that is right here. So once we get out of this guy gets out of the way, I'll show you how to get that one. I kind of do the same thing as the last one. I just send my pet on this pack, and then send my pet like all the way up there. So the opposite of what I just did, kind of. And again, this node isn't up, but it's good to show you just how to do all of them, you know?
That's still recharge in.
So I'll send my pet there.
That ability
Pet
isn't
there.
ready
Pick,
yet.
pick, 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 pick. Pick, pick. Your pet usually dies on these pulls, but it's kind of whatever.
That spell isn't ready yet.
That's okay. So, good, we got that sungrass. Next spot we're gonna go to is into the tiger boss area. Looks like we got lucky too, because there's 3 nodes. So there are 2 nodes on the north side of this tiger area. A purple lotus here, and there's a dream foil, I think, and a mountain silver sage maybe over here. I always skip those. Those are really hard to get. There's axe throwers guarding. And axe throwers are actually, you have to be very careful with them. Do not want to get close to them. If they do that spin shit on you, they'll just perma-stun you and kill you. I've died like 3 or 4 times to that, these axe throwers. And in the same token, you have to wait. You kind of have to treat them as if they're a Bloodseeker bat with very high speed, because they will just like, sometimes you'll aggro them with your pet and they'll just sit here and do their spin. And when you bring your pet back and try to get the herb, they'll just be right here, very close to you. So you got to be very careful with the axe throwers. I usually send my pet pretty far away just to be safe. So we have a silver sage and a dream foil. So these are the 2 that I pick here, and you can get these in one go. It's a little risky, but I kind of just judge. After I get this one, I kind of judge whether I can get this one. So, and also this is a reset spot up here. So you see that tiger just started looking at me. I don't give a shit. So let's go. Alright.
Not ready yet.
Look both ways, see where the berserker is. Okay, berserker's right. So I'm gonna go this way. Again, avoid the berserkers.
Do that yet.
Literally just do not fuck with them
Not ready
at all.
yet.
Like, look how slow these, and see what I mean with the axe throwers? They're spinning in place. So I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna bring my pet probably super far away.
That ability isn't ready yet.
Jump down to avoid the berserker. Just kind of wait.
Can't do that yet. That ability isn't ready
I
yet.
should have time to herb both pretty easily. So there is this guy. I actually find a cool trick with him. You can just kind of put him in a trap. Did daze me, which is unfortunate, but... Alright, so these axe throwers are coming. This could be bad for me. Oh, he evaded that too. Alright. So we got out of that alive, kind of. And I got the Bloodvine. Great.
That spell isn't ready yet.
So yeah, sometimes with these tigers, one of them will just be fucking running around like one of the little cubs. If that happens, just feign death immediately. Drop a freezing trap. And assuming you led the mobs far enough away, you will have time to pick the herb and get to the reset spot. So,
Not
a little
ready
trick.
yet.
You can use that on this and down here when we get
I
this.
can't cast that yet.
So, we already picked that, so we just need to gain this one. And this is really easy. Same sort of deal, but it's really easy because it's fucking right next to you. Again, when you get out of here, look both ways, see where the berserker is. He might chain aggro with these guys. Okay, he didn't. That's good.
Do that yet.
He still might though.
Not ready yet. That ability.
Yeah, he
isn't
did
ready
actually. He
yet.
did aggro and he was looking at me in the reset spot. I don't know if you guys saw that. Yep, so when I use Furious Howl, he just walks right back to me. So that's great. This is the power of Furious Howl. And this is why I would say you have to bring a wolf to this farm because of Furious Howl. Great. Awesome, we'll get up here.
That spell isn't ready yet.
And so there are 3 herbs in this area, which is great. Because you can almost pick all 3 of them at once if you play well. There's a Sansom here, which is the one that's up. Down here, there is a Dream Foil and a Silver Sage. I forget which is which, but over here and here. So none of the other ones are up, but you can potentially pick all 3 of them at once. I think I've only done it once, maybe, because usually all 3 don't spawn. It'll usually just be 1 or 2 of the herbs here. So let's get the Sansom. Again, you gotta watch out for these motherfuckers. These like the ones that just like run around and it's like weird. Sometimes they don't aggro. I'm gonna try to get this guy too. Yeah, good.
Not ready yet. That ability isn't ready yet.
Perfect. And again, we don't want to aggro that guy at all costs. Do not aggro. So those are spinning there. I don't know how we got those, but whatever. Oh no, they were in the side pack. Okay. So pick. So if I did this normally, I actually probably would have time to pick 2 of them. Like I could probably go over here with the time I have. Pick this shit. Or mine, whatever the fuck. And I'll show you a cool reset spot actually. Up here is the reset spot. Do gotta watch out for these axe throwers though, because they don't care. But up here is the reset spot. So if you ever get in trouble, reset spot. There's reset spots all over this dungeon. I know like a few of them. I don't know all of them. But you can kind of just find those out yourself. They're all over the place. Like if you stand on some of these boxes, those are reset spots. Any of these ledges that have no paths up to them, all reset spots. So just jump down. Good. So the next area we're gonna go to is over here by the Edge of Madness. And sometimes at this point in the run, I'll kind of eagle eye forward and see how many of the nodes are left. And then if not many of them are left, I'll kind of just reset the dungeon. Because usually by this point I'm at, you know, about 10 minutes, maybe a little more, so. Next herb we're gonna pick is this Purple Lotus, which I believe is up right now. Yep. So this one's very, very easy to get. Send your pet on him.
I can't
And send
do
your
that
pet on the
yet.
croc down there. Great. So there's a purple lotus there, so we're gonna skip that. Always skip that because those imps fucking will just one-shot your pet, and they run really, really fast. So I'll show you the next area we're gonna go to.
That's still recharging.
Oh yeah, and this poison can actually kill you. You gotta really watch out for that. So, oh, I fucked up a little bit, but that's fine. Usually I would run there, because that's like a reset safe spot, the second level. But you can do it from here too, it's no worries. The next herb we're going to go for is a Sansom spawn that's right here. Oh, my pet aggroed. Whatever, I'll just kind of let him die.
Spell isn't ready yet. Not ready yet.
Alright.
My mana is low. It's still recharging.
So there is a patrol that actually comes in here. Honestly, the skill of this
That's
farm
still recharging.
is kind of learning the patrols, quite honestly. So, yeah.
I can't do that yet.
Make sure I get the patrol. Okay. I might have gotten that berserker. I'll mark him just in case.
Affinity isn't ready yet.
Yeah, we're kind of nearing the end of our route
Not
now.
ready yet.
This is one of the last
Affinity
ones I
isn't
usually
ready
pick.
yet.
Alright, that should be good. Pick. Right here-ish. Whatever. Pick. Good. And then you just kind of run back here. Cleaned up. All good.
Yet.
And there's one more that I usually pick. And that is down by the snake boss, Venoxis, or whatever the fuck her name is. And I'll show you. There is another reset spot I'll show you too. So, only have 15 on my feign death, but that's fine. I'm gonna run to this. This ledge is a reset spot, so. Oh god, am I gonna die of this poison? Okay. Yeah, you can reset here. Look, they're all good. Alright, so the last herb I usually pick is Golden Sansom down here. Well, actually, there's not really the last one. There's a purple lotus over here. Try to get. So if you notice, we kind of just did a big circle around the dungeon. We didn't go into the Bloodlord Mandicare zone. We didn't go into the Bat Boss zone. I haven't really fucked with those areas. They're kind of out of the way. There is one herb I actually do get in the Bat area, so I can show you that. But this golden sandstorm will be right here, so.
That's still recharging. I can't do that yet.
Like marking all paths I see.
Not ready yet.
Yeah, so. Two of the last herbs I get, there's a purple lotus here, and there is Dreamflow up there. So that'll be the last one I get. I'll go get that one. And I'm going to mark this guy preemptively. Alright. Herb. Herb the Sansom. Good. And I usually run over here.
That spell isn't ready yet.
Good. So you can take a little shortcut this way. Once all these mobs are reset. Careful, because these guys can see you through the trees. Pretty sure. Alright. These are the last 2 nodes I will ever get in my runs. This purple lotus here, so usually I will probably stand here. So whenever you're pet pulling, it's always a good idea to just be out of line of sight of the mobs that you're pet pulling. The snakes have that poison frontal cone. The axe throwers have the spin, and they just throw axes. The priests can like hex those mobs near Jindo's room. They can drop infernals on your head and actually do rain of fire on your head, even if you're not aggroed on them. So yeah, you get the idea. Aggro those, go that way, pick the purple lotus, big deal. Well, I'll just aggro them by accident, so I'll show it. Yeah. Yeah, you know the deal. So, next spawn we get to is up here. And this is actually up, so this will be the last one of the video. And yeah, I think I covered all these spawns that I usually pick, so. Again, this is, you know, how long have we been in this? Like, maybe over 30 minutes, but like, I've showed every single node, and maybe about a third of these nodes will be up in one run. So you will do this run in, you know, 10-15 minutes once you get it down. First few runs might take you 25-30 minutes once you're learning it and all this shit, but it's fairly easy once you get it down. And I'll show you the last reset spot of today as well. So what is it? This? Okay, I don't actually know, but whatever. There's a reset spot there somewhere. So you jump down this bridge. These bats are very fast, so
I can't do that yet.
get them far as fuck away.
That ability isn't
Look how fucking fast they are.
Not ready yet.
Holy shit. So yeah, that's good enough. And you'll see them coming up this hill in a second. They just go ham. Alright, so we got a Bloodvine on our last one. Perfect. Great, okay. Well, that's it, guys. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. Like, subscribe, all that stuff. Thank you.